There are over 12 million hand dryers in the U.S. alone. So can they really be a hygiene horror show? Well, the theory to this myth is twofold. First, dryers supposedly purge fewer pathogens than their paper counterparts. And second, they can also fan a fog of microbe miasma that's a contamination catastrophe. But will this myth be hot air?
This story doesn't make any sense to me.
How so?
Well, if you're drying your hands, that implies that you've washed them.
Absolutely.
And if you've washed your hands, you've removed all the bacteria. So whether a drying method is cleaner than another is irrelevant.
Right, I see your point, but only some people use the full soap and water for washing their hands. Some people, they just get their hands wet before drying them off. Why don't we test both of those and see which is the proper worst-case scenario for testing hand towel versus dryer?
Okay, that works.
So how do people wash their hands? Well, to my way of thinking, there are three things people do in a restroom regarding washing their hands. The first is they pretend to wash their hands. The second thing people do is get their hands wet, but use no soap. The third thing people do, and the thing we all know you should do, is wash their hands with soap. So first things first, Jamie and I are going to wash our hands using each of those techniques and compare the bacterial loads to see if Jamie is in fact right. Does washing your hands in soap and water leave them completely clean?
And first to go is Adam, who after each cleaning custom, hands over to the Heineman.
I'm swabbing Adam's hands with a soy-based growth medium. So if there's any bacteria on his hands, I'm going to find it.
Once Jamie's also swabbed for science, it's time for some germination.
Okay, Adam first. The process is pretty simple. We've collected our samples, we've spread them evenly across soy agar in a petri dish, and we've put them in an incubator. We're gonna let them sit there overnight. We'll come in the morning and see what we've got.
And sure enough, 24 hours later,
Let's see what kind of surprise we have.
All right, well, the soap wash,
Nada.
frickin' nothing.
yep, the soap plate's great, which cannot be said of the water wash.
How come your bacteria are bigger than mine?
Sometimes that's just the way it works.
And as for the no wash,
Whoa, gross.